Leadership teams rarely fall apart all at once. They fall out of sync first. The shift is subtle. Two people leave the same meeting with different interpretations. A decision feels clear, but doesn't hold. And over time, one person starts carrying more than the others. Nothing about it looks dramatic, but it changes everything. What happens in those moments is simple. The team is no longer working from the same picture. Carl Weck's work explains why. People don't act on reality itself. They act on the reality they construct together. And when that shared construction starts to drift, alignment starts to weaken. Even when everyone is working really hard. That's when compensation begins. People adjust around each other. They carry extra weight. They soften decisions so things keep moving. From the outside, looks like teamwork, but it isn't. It's coordination being replaced by compensation. Pressure accelerates this. Pressure reshapes interpretation before it reshapes behavior. Lazarus showed that we respond to how we interpret a situation. Kahneman showed that under pressure, thinking becomes faster and more certain, but less reflective. So decisions get made, but they don't always hold. And this is where most leadership teams make the same mistake. They try to fix the outcome instead of understanding the interpretation. A better question is, what are we each seeing right now? Because if the interpretations are different, alignment is already breaking. A pattern you cannot see clearly is a pattern you will repeat. This is where a leadership diagnostic becomes powerful, not as a test, not as a label, but as a way of making those patterns visible. It shows how pressure is shaping behavior, how responsibility is shifting, and where the team is compensating instead of coordinating. And once that becomes visible, something important changes. The team can finally work on it together. But here's the part most people miss. Seeing the pattern doesn't change the pattern. It only creates the possibility of change. Change happens when teams build shared language, adjust how they coordinate, and take responsibility for how pressure is carried across the group. Now, if this feels familiar, that's where it starts: recognition. If you want a clearer picture of what's happening in your leadership team, I offer a complimentary leadership pressure diagnostic. It's a structured way to make these patterns visible, and you'll find a link in the description below. And if you're ready to go further, where visibility becomes sustained coordination, that's what the work inside the Leadership Archetypes program does, and I invite you to take a look. A last thought for you. What remains unseen doesn't stay neutral. It becomes behavior, and behavior becomes culture.